and we know it's useful and it's possible immediately after end of the project to use and make some course for people and enjoy. Then we hope maybe there will be in 2 years conference, we will be in end of the project, and if you're coming back, we try to come again. I have here just all previous projects, but I think it's good enough because there may be some other people wanting to have own time. Then this is all new partners, new project.
We have time.
Yeah. And hope if you would be interested, we starting to have also some internet connection, internet networks, then you are welcome to even participate because we still have 2 more years and any of your ideas or experiences are welcome. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Julia, for a very inspirative presentation. I think that always for teachers is very important to do something against burnout, because these projects are very fruitful projects. And there are any comments or questions? We have time. So
Sources or barriers? No?
I would like to ask, for me it's very interesting the motif of cards, this card. It's available on website or how to reach these cards? Or it is only for the teachers involved in the project?
These cards are not finished yet. It's just like, it's half of them, it's made and it's just like pilot. We are still having a discussion about if the pictures fits to text and so on. But final version will be probably for sure available on the internet in that MOOC system, and I think it will be possible to download and print it for any user. I think it will be. But we won't get that, I mean that professional set of cards, we may have few maybe, if there will be money left, like really like these game play cards. But it would be possible to download it and I think and print it
I think it's a very good idea, very creative, and I have some idea how to use, for example, this group of teachers, but also in other groups it can be used. It's very
I love to work with any cards. It's maybe Dixit cards, you can use them for anything. And I mean even these cards are maybe interesting even to work only with that top side pictures because yeah, we're looking forward to
are also very good.
But definitely it will be for free, because
For free.
the rules of the
Great.
project.
yeah, the rules of Erasmus project is just to have
Great project. Thank you. And thank you also for invitation. Anybody who would like to participate and
because,
contact
for example,
me.
that MOOC, we have here sources of articles or little activities and exercises, then for sure, I didn't ask, but certainly there are some little yoga activities. Marketa is professionally in field of gardening. Zuzka is also working in that field. And I just want to promise that I'm working with people with special needs or disability. We always taking care in all the projects to be useful even for inclusion and integration. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry for technical. I was probably visible exactly here when I started before.
And now, I would like to invite authors of the third contribution, Engineer Martin Shikis, PhD, and in cooperation with Mrs. Dr. Kateřina Tomešková, which will present contribution reflected innovation of teaching practice. The further contribution reflected innovation of teaching practice as an effective means of improving the quality of teaching, not only at universities. Please.
So, hello, good morning. Thank you for the invitation. Thank you for being here with us. I would like to thank to my colleague Kateřina Tomešková. I usually stand when I teach and speak, so I don't feel very comfortable. But if it's required, it's fine. Okay, so the title sounds quite horrible, but it's easy. It's all about the quality of our teaching, and we want to share our experience with the quality of teaching at the MIAS Masaryk Institute for Advanced Studies, Czech Technical University in Prague. And we would like to share our experience with you, teachers, colleagues, and also students. So I'm glad that I see some students here because we could have the immediate feedback on what we call quality of teaching. The truth is that I'm not. Okay, I will just do that. I'm speaking about something that I'm not sure about because I still fight with something that we call quality of teaching, and I would like to know if I am a quality teacher. However, it doesn't depend on me. It mostly depends on my students. And when I deal with something that I'm not sure about, I try to ask for help more or smarter people than I am. And one of the best when it comes to management that we usually teach with my colleague is Peter Drucker, the father of modern management. And I would like to mention one very important statement. No organization can do better than its people. In other words, it means that the quality of the organization depends on the quality of the people working at the company or the organization. And speaking about university, the quality of the university is mostly about the quality of the staff, the teachers, but also the quality of the students, because students are the product of the university, and students will represent the quality outside university during their careers. So I think that similar challenges that we face at Technical University are faced at Palestra. Yeah, so it depends on the quality and something that I call psychological contract, because teachers expect some quality from students and vice versa. Students expect some quality from teachers. So my first question for the discussion, some discussion question, what are the biggest challenges of your teaching practice? Or vice versa, what are the biggest challenges of your learning practice if you are a student? So I could ask. And one of the possible answers based on my practice could be that students passively consume information to meet requirements, be graded and pass the course. I usually challenge the situation that first question of a student at the course in the first week is, if I keep attendance. I believe that studying at the university is not about attendance. It should be about learning, about getting new knowledge and generally develop some skills. So when someone asks me about attendance, I'm quite dissatisfied and disappointed because that's the broken psychological contract. I don't expect students to attend just to attend. I expect students to attend actively and develop their knowledge. And vice versa, students, if they attend, expect some quality of my teaching and some quality of the content. So it's mostly about the feelings, how they feel my teaching. And the question could be, who is a quality teacher? A quality teacher could be very often taken as a popular teacher. Why popular? Because he teaches well. Why well? Because he treats students well. So it's mostly not about the content. It's mostly about the way the teachers treat students. And the practice or experience is that quite demanding teachers are unpopular. And it means that they are not seen as quality teachers. Yeah, so demanding colleagues that have some very specific requirements and want active participation and generally have some demanding issues are seen as unpopular because they want more than we expect or are able to accept. Yeah, so these questions are very important, interesting, and I would expect my employer, the university, to set some measures of the quality of teaching. However, as a professional, I need to feel or I need to see that I have some personal responsibility for my job. So if I want to deliver quality job, I need to be responsible for everyday tasks and duties I have in my position. So I am a teacher, I have courses, I have students, and my responsibility is to provide as quality content as possible. So based on these fundamentals and the questions that you can agree or disagree, it's generally up to you and your experience, and we would like to learn your experience today as well. We set some purpose and goal of our survey. We wanted to focus on the measures of the quality of teaching at our university, at our workplace, and we want to get some reflection, some feedback for students, and we wanted to find the most effective ways of teaching students, to attract students, to enhance their development, and generally make the teaching a little bit more funny and useful for all of the participants, teachers as well as students. So we decided to perform or carry out that investigation focus on our teaching process. We targeted the audience of our students, and we want to focus on the teaching culture, the teaching environment, the teaching methods that we usually use. And we want to get, as I said, some reflection and feedback from students about the way we teach and work. The purpose should be to learn something, to improve, but also share the results with our colleagues, generally to set some practices for the general improvement of our teaching process. So, here are the objectives. I explained them. So, investigating effectiveness of traditional and non-traditional activities and teaching methods. Traditionally, we keep lectures and seminars, but we try to add something more, some non-traditional methods to make the content a little bit more attractive and interesting. So the final reason for this investigation was to set some ideas and suggestions for the general improvement of teaching at the MIAS. So research questions: what are the best ways to deliver educational content to students, or generally how to lead students to a flow experience, promoting active learning? What is a flow experience? Probably my colleague would explain much better than me, but I understand a flow experience as something that the student enjoys being at the classroom and actively participating. So it's some feeling that I don't waste time being here right now. I'm able to connect my current knowledge with the information I'm getting, and I'm able to, and I like to be here with others, to actively participate and spend the 90 minutes valuable. So I don't want to be out and I don't want to go work. I want to attend the course, I want to meet a teacher and my colleagues and spend valuable time. Many students today combine studying and working. And when they see that the working is more valuable for them, they prefer working, not studying. And the question is if it's good or not. Of course, it's good when a student has some work experience because it would be good for his future career. But on the other hand, we should motivate or we should engage students to pay attention to their studies a bit more than just meet the requirements, pass the test, get the grade, and finally the diploma. So that's why we think about these things, because we see it every day that students go rather to their work than spend time at school or at home. Okay, so research method, action research. We actively interacted with our students during the seminars and lectures. We try to apply different teaching methods and we observed the effect on students. We had some measures, some scale, and we evaluated the effectiveness of subjectively what we felt and what we saw that works or not during the teaching, during the seminars and lectures. So the target group included students of MIA's bachelor and master's study programs, economics and management, project management of innovations, and we also, or my colleague, also performed some reflective interviews and a final focus group with selected students to get a little bit more specific feedback from individuals on the methods they enjoyed. And finally, we had a set of 14 different teaching methods that are not very common or not very standard or traditional, and the green ones represent the methods or approaches that had high level of success, so they were seen as quite attractive, and from the point of view of the teachers were found as quite effective to engage students, to let them try something practically, combine theory with practice, and generally achieve some valuable results. So you see that it's mostly about some activity. It's not about passive consuming information. It's not about traditional PowerPoint presentations. It's something about active participation. So together with colleagues, we now try to apply a little bit more game-based approach. Yeah, so combine the theory with practice. Let students apply the theory immediately during the lecture in practice, on some case studies, on some examples, video simulations, or generally some kind of application. Because when I, for example, teach management and I try to explain the purpose of performance review meeting, if you never participate in something like that, you can hardly imagine what's going on. So when you use some practical example or video showing how it works and what it means and how the manager interacts with the employee to find some results about the previous time period, they can imagine what's going on, and it's easier to discuss the advantages and disadvantages of generally the procedures to be used to be successful. So the results, okay, so we have traditional methods, we have innovative methods. We always need to find optimal combination for the specific course and specific institution. Of course, mathematics and statistics probably are performed a little bit differently than management and soft skills leadership. Yeah, so we have a set of innovative teaching methods, but we probably need to let individual teachers learn what works in their course. So it's something about experimentation. It's something about trying what works and what not, and be ready to flexibly change the approach and attitude to students. It also depends on the group of students. I have my personal experience with Palestra, by the way. I graduated Palestra in 1996. It wasn't university, it was some post-secondary study. And it was in Bolnice, in one elementary school, they rented something like that. And it was 2 years study, and from my point of view, I was the only one interested. Because most of my colleagues, students, just spend the time in Palestra because they failed during the entrance exams at the Charles University. They just want to spend 1 year doing something, being students and enjoying the benefits of being students. And they wanted to pass the entrance exam at Charles University again. So the group has about 30 students, but I would say that 5, 6 were really interested in the content and in the option or possibility to get licenses like sport masseur or generally fitness trainer and something like that. Most of them just wanted to spend time not being employed or generally be students. And that's a nightmare if you are in a group like that, because generally it doesn't make sense for no one involved. For the students that are interested, for the students that are not interested, and also for the teachers. Yeah. So it was mostly about consuming. However, the quality was quite good, and I enjoyed the 2 years, including some summer and winter trips. Yeah, for me it was good, and I based my job and business after the graduation on the licenses that I received. So for me it was quite good time to be there. But I felt subjectively that not for everyone. So, as I said, it depends on both the teachers, the students. You can hardly achieve quality of teaching when you have not very engaged students, of course. So, first you need to select good students, and secondly you need to work with students to achieve some effectiveness of your work. Yeah, so that's the summary of the methods that I showed here. And finally, yeah, so probably I could ask the final question, what are your best teaching methods? Or generally, what are your best learning methods? So how do you feel about the things that I said? I see on your nonverbal communication that you are not very happy with what I'm talking about, and probably you are thinking a lot about what you heard from me. And that's the case, so I don't want to just memorize something. I want to engage you to some thinking. And it may be a little bit controversial, but you can hardly say that I'm not true, or that I lie, or something like that. Because if you want or not, we experience this every day. So don't tell me that I'm a liar, because it's not the case. Yeah. So we have some experience, we teach, and we know what works and not, and we deal some troubles almost every day. So we are here to find some better ways to do that. Or generally say that we are good and we are the best and we can follow. Who knows? It depends on the institution, on the teachers, on the students. So to sum up, I would say that as a teacher, I feel that I need quite a lot of different things. I need an institution that sets some quality standards. I need an institution that supports the quality and is able to measure and objectively says, we do something really good. And we can present ourselves as quality institution. On the other hand, I need quality students. I need students that are motivated and engaged to actively participate and get the degree just to learn something new and improve their personality and be a little bit better human being. And lastly, probably last but not least, I need my self-reflection. I need to feel what I do, I need to get feedback, and I need to decide what works or not. So I need to work with myself, with my ideas, with my experience, to find the best way to teach and perform as good as possible. Because that's my responsibility to my employer, the university, and also the students that I have in my courses. Okay, so these are the conclusions, and I hope you feel that it's about feeling. How do you feel it? Or how do we feel it? So I think that we met the purpose of this conference, because this topic is mainly about experience, about feeling and subjective attitudes to what we feel as a quality teaching or general learning. Okay, that's all. So if you have any questions, you are welcome. If not, you can see some emails, so we can discuss it later if you are interested in our results and experience.
Thank you very much, dear colleagues, because you opened a very important topic. I remember a long time discussions about university teaching methods, didactic, how to implement new. I think we were in flow during your. It's perfect, and I'm happy that you open such important topic. And I have to say that your results will be published in our journal. Palestra has two journals.
Preparing and in one
Preparing and soon in 1 week, 2 weeks, in diagnostic, this journal, diagnostics, etc. So you can, it's free, you can read more, and of course you can contact our people. So thank you very much. Now, it's my pleasure to invite our dear guest from abroad, Mr. Dr. Georgi Kaladjev, PhD, who will present two topics. First, it will be probably the topic is prepared, the adaptive physical activity as one of the main factors for the mental and physical development for children and young people with special education needs. And the second one will be also to present this federation, Balkan Federation, for adapted physical activities. So please, we are looking forward.
I'm from Bulgaria. Agriculture University in Plovdiv, Department of Sports, and this adapted physical activity is one of the main factors for the mental and the physical development for children and young people with special educational needs. One of the main factors for the mental and the physical development of children and young people with special educational needs is movement activity and sports. They have a positive impact as a result of the systematic application of specialized physical exercise, the effectiveness of the methodology for adapted physical activity for children and young people with SEN has been proven. The methodology includes a complex of mental and physical exercise played in the training of children and young people with SEN. The exercises are related to the development of concentration and switching of attention, psychomotor skills, emotional stability, emotional state, and creativity. The effectiveness of the methodology has been verified throughout measurements carried out during 10-day summer sports camps in Greece, Korelko 2019, and Bulgarian Kamcha sports. Yes, thank you. And Bulgarian Kamcha sports rehabilitation complex 2020 and December 21 at the Vasilevsky National Sports Academy camp. After mathematical and statistical processing, the obtained results show that the applied methodology is effective. Mental development indicators have significantly and reliably improved, and achievements in international competition have been achieved by children and young people from the Federation for Adapted Physical Activity, Bulgaria, FAPA, 21 children and young people, 20 young children and young people with same certificate in the scaffolding study as a result of the systematically applied methodology. The number of medals won from international competitions from 2019 to 2021 increased 4 times. Yes, subject and object of the study. This aim and task of the study. The purpose of the study is to prove the effectiveness of the methodology for adapted physical activity in children and young people with special educational needs. To achieve the goal, the following main tests are solved. 1. To develop the theoretical foundation and create methodology for adapted physical activity for children and young people with special educational needs. 2. To experiment, analyze, optimize and implement in practice the methodology for adapted physical activity. Subject and object. This model is in Corelco 2019. Subject and object of the study. The subject of the study is the effectiveness of the methodology and the mental development and sports achievements of children and young people with special educational needs. The object of the study are 21 children and young people with special educational needs and their parents from Sofia, Plovdiv and Kazanlak, this is in Bulgaria, engaged in adapted physical activity age 9 to 18 years. Yes, the analysis of research results. This is a tapping test, psychomotor test. In Corelco, result 149. In Kamchia 2020 167 and Sever 2021 194. Results, figure 1, results of tapping test. When analyzing the results of the research, positive changes in mental indicators are observed. Psychomotor performance improved in the main group for 1 year. Maximum arm movement rate has improved by 18 movements. 18 movements this year, 2019 and 22, 18 movements. From 2019 to 2020 and by 27 movements from 2020 and 21. In 2 years, the improvement is 45 movements for the low group active sportsmen. This is the Pick-Wilson test. It determines the emotional state. Indicators, 12 indicators of this test. In Corelco, Greece, results of the Pick-Wilson emotional states diagnostic test in Greece, Corelco 2019 is 5 5 indicators. Indicator 1, 2, 3, 7, and 8. In the second measurement in Korelko, the following results were observed for the group of active sportsmen. The heights results of 21% belongs to indicator 2, position 11, 12. Indicator 2, position 11, 12, associate with person who is always ready to provide support to others, especially his relays and friends. 3 indicators have results of 17% indicator 1. A purposeful person who is not afraid of obstacles and barriers. 17% indicator 3. Indicator 3 is 17%. A person who strives to achieve success in any field. 17% indicator 8. Indicator 8 in Korelko. Position 10. Ability to adapt normally and without problems. Feel good. With 8% is indicator 7, position 8. Likes to be alone with himself, to sink into his own world and think about something of his own. In the second measurement in Kamchia, this figure 3 in Kamchia results of this test, 2020 of the main group, the following results are observed with 33% is indicator 1. Indicator 1 is position 1, a purposeful person who is not afraid of obstacles and barriers. With 33% is indicator 8, position 10. Ability to adapt normally and without problems, feels good. With 18% is indicator 2. Indicator 2, position 11, 12. Sociable person who is always ready to prove support to others, especially his relatives and friends. With 8%, red, 8%, indicator 5. This indicator is high self-esteem leaders by nature with desire for people to listen to them and follow them. With 8% is indicator 5, position 9, person who loves entertainment. And results of figures and test results in Bulgaria in December 2021, Basel of Nesia National Sports Academy. 3 indicators. Indicator 2. Indicator 2. From the results this obtained in Kamchia during the measurement in December 2021 of the main group, the following results are observed. With 66% is indicator 8, position 10, 15. Ability, normal and problem-free adaptation. 66% is very interesting. Feels good, with 17% is indicator 2, position 11-12, a sociability person who is always ready to provide support to others, especially with relatives and friends. With 17% is indicator 2, position 11-12, 17% too. Position 11-12, a sociability person who is always ready to provide support to others, especially his relatives and friends. Emotional stability test, trigonometry stability test. During results of the trigonometry test, emotional stability test trigonometry, as a factor of the mental state of observed from figure 5 trigonometry test. This is trigonometry time. Figure 5 and figure 6 trigonometry errors. The results of are given in table. The average values of the execution time for 2 years have improved by 69 seconds. 69 seconds. The measurement errors also show an improvement. Figure 6 from the 54 pieces in Kurelko 2090, while 31 were measurement in Kamchia 2020. They decreased by 23 pieces for the main group in December 2021. They decreased by 11 pieces overall over the 2 years period. Report errors decreased by 32 animals. Emotional stability is trigonometry test. This results of table 1, results of the trigonometry test. Indicators for his average to Elko and his average to Kamchia, his average to December 2021. The time is and the errors number. Yes, and Williams creativity test. Williams creativity test is 5 indicators. The first, likeness, 2 indicators, flexibility, 3 indicators, originality, 4 indicators, development, and 5 indicators, name. In Kurelko 2019, blue, in Kamchia 2020, orange, and December 2021. This figure distribution of medals from international competitions in 2019, 2020, and 2021. Children and young people athletes of FAFA won a total of 6 hours to gold. In Korea, 2 gold medals and 1 silver and 3 bronze medals. In Kamchatka, 8 gold medals, 8 silver medals, and 7 bronze medals. And December 2021 is 7 golden medals and silver 8 medals and 8 bronze medals. Conclusions. With the systematic application of a methodology for adapted physical activity in children and young people with SEND, improvement in mental resilience, emotional state and emotional resilience are observed. 2. From the survey conducted for parents, positive evolutions and recommendations to the organizers and coach predominant. 3. With the systematic application of methodology for adapted physical activity, children and young people with SEND kept on excellence in international competitions. In 1 year, the medals received from competitions have increased 4 times. And this is photo in Kamchatka 2020 in a beach. This everybody, children and people and parents, everybody.
Thank you very much for the presentation of results of long virtual study, which clearly presented effects of socialization in sport and through sport to adaptive physical activity of children with special needs, especially children with intellectual disability. Also, these results will be published in the journal Diagnostic and Consultation. Probably in January. Yes. Thank you. And now the second is I asked Georg to introduce us this federation of Balkan Federation. Yes, and to present also Slav Petkov, who couldn't come to us, but we cooperate.
Yes, thank you. This is Slav Petkov, President of FAFA Bulgaria. High sports achievements of athletes with intellectual disabilities and grassroots sports promotion among people with intellectual disabilities. Federation Adapted Physical Activity, the first sport organization in Bulgaria that creates condition and placing sports habits and high sports performance for young people with mental disabilities throughout adapted methods and techniques. FAFA participated with the representatives at number of elite international sports events for children and young people with disabilities. FAFA promotes at national level the grassroots sports among people with intellectual disabilities, children and young people. FAFA organizes national and local sports competitions, educational events, and awareness racing campaigns about the people with intellectual disabilities. Have specific objectives is one, development and ensuring continued and social in the practice of all forms of adapted physical activity by people with intellectual disabilities and associated physical limitations with the aim of promoting a healthy lifestyle and or achieving high sports performance. Improving conditions for practicing adapted physical activity in various sports by people with limited physical and or intellectual abilities, according to their interests and capabilities, with the aim of improving their quality of life and for the benefits of society as well. 3. Creation of coaching staff specialists in working with people with intellectual disabilities and the associated physical limitations. And 4. Supporting the development of sports culture and social integration of people with intellectual disabilities and the associated physical limitations. This is FAFA, how in Sofia. Types of sport, athletics, track and field, arctic gymnastics, rhythmic gymnastics, table tennis, swimming, judo, bocce, football, soccer, archery, cycling, and handball. This is how in FAFA. This athletes in FAFA. And one moment.
Upani rъцете малко. Давай, тръгвай. Не бързай, синхрон трябва да има. Давай. Добре, до края. Стой, Дани, и там оставате. Втора серия. Виктор и Габриела.
Виктор и Габриела.
Мини по-назад. Опанете ръцете. Сега искам да си изчаквате. Викторе, готови? Фанете си. Готови ли сте? Айде, тръгвай. Изчаквай, Викторе. Ви видяха ли как се оплетете? Габи, бързаш. Дай.
Yes. This is integrated children's sports festival. You are part of youth festival in Sofia. Starting now. Sixth World Athletics Championship for people with Down syndrome in the city of Nymburk, Czech Republic, 2022. This is Slav, this is Emo, this is Desi. Sixth World Athletics Championship for people with Down syndrome 2022. This is Radena, Down syndrome. Radena. Okay. Radena Angelo. Radena Angelova bronze medals in the 4,000 small running event. European Athletics Championship organized by the World Federation for Athletes with Intellectual Disability, Virtus, in Down syndrome. European Athletics Championship organized by the World Federation for Athletes with Intellectual Disability, Virtus. This is Bojan, Victor, 8th number, Victor, Emo, Emilian Kostadinov, 2nd place hexathlon. America 3 Games, Buenos Aires, Argentina, 2023. This is Emo, Down syndrome. Emilian Kostadinov, M. First Republican Championships in Bulgaria in Boche, organized by FAFA Bulgaria 2023, Boche. Boche is special sports. Alexander Asenov, this Alexander. First place and the European title in the triathlon and 100 meters small running. Down syndrome, Alexander Asenov. World Sports and Rhythmic Gymnastic Championships for athletes with Down syndrome, South Africa, 2023. Vasilena Bogdanova. This is Vasilena Bogdanova. 2nd place in rhythmic gymnastic combined with a pole. And Diana Popova. 2nd place in rhythmic gymnastic combined with claps. And Emilian Kostadinov and Ramona Sikander, top 6 in the world ranking in sports gymnastics. Half marathon Almaty, Kazakhstan, 2024. This is Victor, 3 race, Victor, marathon in Almaty, Kazakhstan. And Virtus Scanning World Championships 2024. This is Radena. Radena Angel is 7th in the world ranking in the super giant slalom.